Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is for the government representative in the Senate. I'm pleased to tell you that yesterday, along with Senators Cordy, Youssef, and Lafreda, we hosted a roundtable on the crisis facing news media. There have been many layoffs and sell-offs, Bell CTV, CBC, Saltwire, and Whitehorse Star most recently. There were many constructive suggestions put forward. There was much support for federal measures such as a non-profit model for registered journalism organizations such as the one used by La Presse. My question is as follows. Does the government share the view that the news media is facing a crisis, and will you extend the digital news subscription tax credit for consumers, which is due to expire in 2025?
Senator Gold.
Well, the Government of Canada, and I'm sure in that respect, all governments and citizens support strong journalism. It's an essential pillar of our democracy. I'm not in a position to speak to your question about the extension of the digital news subscription tax credit, but the Government of Canada will continue to do its part to support local journalism. It has already done many things. It has put into motion and introduced the Online News Act. There are a range of programs as well, the Canada Periodical Fund and the recently boosted Canadian Journalism Labour Tax Credit. The government remains committed to supporting a free press that is viable, that's reliable, independent, at a critical time when we're all facing an onslaught of less than credible news sources.
Senator Cardozo.
My supplementary is on the point you mentioned about strong journalism as a pillar of democracy. One of the issues that came up several times in the roundtable, especially from academics, was the concern that journalism is under attack from some politicians that differentiated between ad hominem attacks on journalists versus challenging reporters when they disagree with them. What is your view about the role of parliamentarians to respect the work of journalists, whose obligation it is to hold public institutions accountable, ask the tough questions, and inform the public?
Senator Gold.
Again, I don't presume to speak for everyone in this country, but I do believe there is and certainly ought to be a strong consensus that a rigorous and vigorous free press is essential to democracy, and that includes, though not limited to, holding governments to account.